This is the Select Board meeting of Tuesday, May 11th, 2021, starting with open forum. First of all, the Select Board would like to congratulate and welcome John Cunningham.
Yeah, thank you very much.
For anybody who is here for our 7:50 p.m. item, which is a discussion revising the stormwater management utility fee, we are going to postpone that discussion tonight, and it will come back on our agenda at our next meeting.
We're having the first responder appreciation dinner is happening this weekend, helping to recognize all the people who are working so hard to keep us safe during this difficult time.
I didn't know if Bob Schaffer was in attendance, but I know he wanted to make an announcement on behalf of the planning board about an online survey that you can find on the town website that's trying to get input and feedback on the drive-through article for town meeting.
A joint meeting with the FinCom to consider fiscal year 21 budget transfers.
IT and Mike Wells, they need to purchase school computers earlier than the June 12th meeting date. So we figure while we're here, we'll go through our recommended budget transfers for the town, streamline the warrant for town meeting.
We're just trying to get a jump start on preparation of the teaching machines. It's not as easy to process them in bulk as Chromebooks are, so we want to try and get an early start on them.
So we're not requesting any replacement vehicles this year, and we anticipate with the aging fleet that we're going to need additional maintenance next year for those other vehicles as well. So this is really deferred maintenance from this year that we're trying to get accomplished so we can have these vehicles ready for snow and ice season next year. Our intent is to try to extend the fleet as long as possible and defer the replacement of a lot of these aging vehicles.
Is there a motion from the Select Board to approve the transfers?
So moved.
Second?
Aye.
Yes.
Aye.
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 Is there a motion to approve these transfers from FinCom?
So moved.
Second.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Just reminding folks, annual town meeting is on June 12th, 2021, and it will be held outdoors at the fields at Westford Academy at 9 a.m. So the first item on our agenda is to consider reopening the warrant, which we had closed at our last meeting. And let me explain why, because part of the reason why we have to do this is what happened at the Affordable Housing Trust Fund Committee. There are going to be 3 openings on the reconstituted Affordable Housing Trust Fund Committee as of July 1st. We had 6 really good candidates and qualified candidates apply for the positions. And of course, we were only able to select 3, but we wanted to add the 3 who were not going to be selected as permanent members as alternates. Because the Affordable Housing Trust Fund Committee is established under Massachusetts statute, and because town meeting voted last October to constitute an 11-member committee, we need to go back to town meeting and ask town meeting to approve a membership of 14. And so to do that, we have to open the warrant to add that article, and then we can close the warrant again. First time you have to make a motion to open the town warrant.
So moved.
Second. Aye.
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 Aye. Now we need a motion to place on the warrant the article that is in our agenda tonight.
So moved.
Second.
Aye.
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 Aye. Moving along then, we have a list of articles that we need to take positions on tonight. In essence, these are basically the financial articles, and then there's a citizen's petition article. Starting with Article 2, which is to approve fiscal year 2021 budget supplemental appropriations.
Motion to recommend.
Second. Aye.
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 Aye. And Article 3 is there a recommendation to approve fiscal year 2021 budget transfers.
We're actually looking for a motion to recommend dismissing since we just funded all the transfers.
So moved.
Second. Aye.
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 Aye. Article 4, is there a motion to recommend appropriations for the perchlorate expenses?
So moved.
Second.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Aye. And then Article 5 is to approve fiscal year 2021 capital appropriations.
Yes, so since we just voted $60,000 to be transferred for school computers, we would like to lower the school computer replacement amount.
Is there a motion to recommend approving the fiscal year 2021 capital appropriations?
So moved.
Second.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Aye. 6, which is to appropriate from the sale of cemetery lots receipts reserved for cemetery improvements. There a motion to recommend that?
So moved. Second.
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Community Preservation Committee recommendations.
Motion that that are coming before you now were unanimously approved by CPC members.
Last night, the Town Farm Task Force voted unanimously to support the $2 million for the town farm.
Is there a motion to recommend supporting the Community Preservation Committee recommendations?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Aye.
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 Aye. I know Ellen Hardy, on behalf of the Town Farm Committee, has a resolution that I believe is going to be presented at town meeting.
So the resolution that we would like to bring to town meeting is the following. Be it resolved that the voters at this annual town meeting accept the recommendations of the 35 Town Farm Road Task Force and encourage voters at a future town meeting to appropriate the proceeds from the sale of 35 Town Farm Road toward the construction of a new fire training facility.
I think that the resolution reflects our own plan for this. On the other hand, we tend to defer financial questions to after the FinCom opines, so.
I think that makes sense since that is usually the way we do things. So Article 8, which is to amend the wage and classification plan. Is there a motion to recommend?
So moved.
Second. Aye.
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 Aye. Article 9, which is our revolving funds and the annual motion to authorize those revolving funds.
Motion to recommend.
Second.
Aye.
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 Aye. And then, of course, we get to Article 10, which is the fiscal year 2022 budget.
Motion to recommend approval.
Second.
Aye.
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 Aye. Article 11, fiscal year 2022 capital appropriations. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
A second?
Aye.
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 Aye. Articles 14 and 15, both of which have to deal with solar panels.
We've been working on trying to explore rooftop solar projects for the past year. Unfortunately, we don't think we're ready quite yet to take this to town meeting. After talking internally and with members of the committee, we think it would be best to postpone this articles until the next town meeting when we're better prepared and have some of these problems worked out.
I guess what I need is a motion to dismiss Articles 14 and 15 from the warrant.
So moved.
Aye.
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 Aye. Article 19, a citizen's petition article to restrict motorboats on Keys or Kai's Pond.
I have noticed, particularly the last few years, a few people who use outboard motors on the pond, and I'm somewhat concerned that you see gasoline streaks on the pond, so I decided to do something about it, and I wanted to have this article put on the warrant.
We had town council review your article.
I got a copy of it, but I have to tell you, I'm not a lawyer. I have no way of deciding if there should be a penalty if somebody does this. Somebody else is going to have to do that.
It looks like there are a lot of hoops to go through to make this a legal maneuver. Town council brought up several things. I don't know whether we have time to do all that before annual town meeting. What would be a problem if we delayed it to special town meeting to get it right?
Because this is a citizen's petition, the select board has no authority to, at this point, take it off or remove it from the warrant. At town meeting, you can work out sort of the details about whether you want to dismiss your article with the idea that it will be brought back in the fall.
I would like to do everything we can to get all our ducks in a row, get more information, present it as necessary, because that's only going to help the future of the pond and our town.
I recommend that we dismiss the article and bring it back to the fall town meeting.
Second.
Aye.
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 Aye. The last one we need to take a position on is the article that we just put on the town warrant with respect to increasing the membership of the Affordable Housing Trust Fund Committee from 11 to 14. Is there a
Motion to recommend.
Second.
Aye.
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 Aye. Old and new business, a request from the Pedestrian Safety Committee to appoint Thomas Hinkle, a request from the Clean Energy and Sustainability Committee to appoint Michael Joyce, a request from the town manager to appoint Bob Jeffries to the Communications Advisory Committee, a request from the Affordable Housing Trust to appoint Matthew Brown, Edith Joachim Pili, and Marianne Nelson, a request from the Affordable Housing Trust to appoint alternate members, Tom LaFlamme, Megan McCarthy, and Raji Ramachandran. There a motion to appoint?
So moved.
Second.
Aye.
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 So I have a request to approve the release of a request for proposals for the disposition of 63 Main Street.
Is there a motion to approve release of the RFP for 63 Main Street?
So moved.
Second.
Aye.
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 We need to designate somebody from our board to be on capital since Mr. Cost is no longer our representative. I know you had expressed some interest at our last meeting.
I was going to nominate Anita.
We need to designate a member of the select board to the Stormwater Fee Appeals Panel because Mark was on that one too.
I'll do it.
We have a request to accept gifts from Tom and Dolores Lynch.
So moved.
Second.
Aye.
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 So we have a purchase order with American Ramp Company for skate park equipment at the Veterans of Foreign Wars Skate Park and Process Distributors, Inc. for 4,800 pounds of constant chlor plus dry chlorinator briquettes.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Aye.
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 Aye. Good night, Westford. Everybody stay safe.